Good morning, and thanks for tuning in to Notations of a Nappy Girl, episode 19, almost at 20. Wow. Um, wanted to talk about something on a more somber note today. You know, been watching the news all night, and there's a lot going on in the world, and there's a lot that we're upset about, a lot that we are outraged about, just as human beings, not as a race, as a group, a collective, just as human beings. There's a lot going on in this world that is causing us to really think about the end of it all. I'm not going to go that far and talk about the end of it all. But what I do want to talk about is something that a lot of people don't know. Um, People think, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a homemaker, a housewife, I'm a husband, a friend, mother, daughter, cousin, sister, uncle. We all have a lot of roles. But the one role that a lot of people do not readily embrace is the role of an author. And I say that because we're all authors. From the moment we take our first breath, we are all writing the story of our life. And in doing so, you'd have to think, what is your story? What is your life consisted upon up until this point? What will your life consist of after this point? Meaning after today. Like, what will it consist of tomorrow, next week, next month, next year? Things like that. People throw out cliches like, you're the captain of your ship, you're the master of your destiny, and all that's true. But in saying that, you're saying nothing more than you are the author of your book. What is it that, bless me, I'm sorry. What is it that you want your reader to know? I've been sitting and I've been pondering that question for the past couple of days with everything that's going on, the stuff in Washington, just different imagery, just different things that we're seeing that's going on, the violence in different cities, the prevalence of violence among children, just a lot of different things. So I was actually sitting and I was sketching, what would I want my cover art to be? If I had a publisher that said, Black, Onyx, Nita, whatever he wanted to call me, um, I'm going to publish your story. What is it? What is it about? What's your plot? What's your theme? Who are your characters? Do you have recurring characters? Do you have one scene characters? What makes up your life? And what would make it interesting? And what would make it fulfilling? And pretend as if you were the reader, not some insane, unseen audience, not what you think the world wants you to be. But stop and look at your life as if it were a book. If it was sitting on a shelf, what would garner your attention to make you pick not only pick the book up, but to open the book, read the synopsis, read the table of contents, and then decide, I'm going to sit down and cuddle up with this book and see what it's all about? Are you putting enough content in your life? And when I say content, I mean a lot of things. All the things that fulfill us as human beings is your life's content. Is your book empty? Do you got a lot of blank pages? Is it just all over the place? It's a million people, a million dates, times, places. What are you investing in you? What are you putting into you? Because what you put into you is inevitably what you're going to put out into the world, which, funny thing, is going to come back to you. So that's my thought for today. If your life were a book, what would it be? And in all reality, would you even want to read it yourself? See, my book is a collection. I mean, it starts from day one, December 26, 1975. It started that day. And they're constant, not only just chapters, baby. I got volumes. And I'm still writing. I think Floetry said it in one of their songs, when she was talking to a lover, she said, "You're the greatest love story ever told. And yet there's so much more to be written." That's how I feel like about my life. Even if I were to, God forbid, knock on wood, if I were to pass away soon, my story still ain't finished. I feel like my God, the person I believe in, is not done with me yet. And I had an interesting conversation this morning because I was down, I was crying, I was upset, my heart was heavy. And I had somebody actually lift me up. Because as I always say, even the most powerful motivators need to be motivated. And I did. I needed to be motivated to make me see things in a different light. So I added that to my book. That became a new chapter. So what is your life in terms of the book? What placement will it have on the shelf of the universe? And do you want to know what's inside? I know I do. I haven't put down my pen yet. I want to keep writing. And that's what I'm going to do. With each breath I take, I'm writing a new word. I'm writing a new sentence, a paragraph, a new chapter, a new novel. Each day I wake up, I start anew. Each day I go to sleep, I end anew. And I'm going to keep going. What about you? Peace and blessings, people. Have a great one.